everyone, welcome back to the Piano and series by Avia Learn. Today is Piano and Cello. In this episode, we are going to focus on the technique of playing this duet. Playing piano and cello together requires a high level of technical skill and coordination between the two performers. I'm very happy to introduce our special guest today again, my brother Tsung-Yu Tsai. He will be the cellist in our conversation.
Hello, everyone. Very happy to be here again.
Thank you for your time, Tsung-Yu. Can you tell us about some specific techniques that pianists and cellists should focus on when they play together?
Sure. One thing I think is very important to consider is that we need to understand the different sound producing process between the two instruments. So for piano, you guys are using the little hammer inside of your piano to hit the strings. Like it's very quick. But for us, for string instruments, we're using a bow to place on the string to bow on the string to make the sound, and especially for us for cello in the lower two strings, it's harder to, I mean, it takes more time to produce the sound.
Oh, okay. So you mean when we play together, I mean the piano and cello play together, the pianist should consider the way you produce the sound and then adjust their touch.
Yeah, so usually when you guys are playing with us, maybe sometimes don't play too direct, sometimes wait for us. At the same time, I think for our for cellists, we need to sometimes to predict, to expect to play a little bit earlier, just to play together with the piano.
Oh, okay. So reflects on what you just said. I think what you mean by piano shouldn't be too direct. It means like the pianist when we play, we should be aware our attack speed. Try not to be too fast. Like when we have the fast attack speed, it's very easy to create a percussive sound. And if we have a slow attack speed, then we will produce the sound at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The other thing I would like to point out is this is more physical. So when we're playing in the lower register to the high register, we need time to travel. So we are making the shift. You guys should be very careful and just wait us just a little tiny time to play with us.
Hey, that's a very good point. I really like that. Just curious, do we have other situation that the pianist also need to maybe wait for you guys a little bit?
2,000 years later.
Okay, yeah, I would say when we're playing with our bow. Okay, can you see me? No. When playing arco, and sometimes we need to switch to pits. And between the pits and the arco, we also need sometimes to to just adjust different movement.
Yeah, you're right. You guys have a pizzicato. And not like pianist. Though I think the time we have to use pizzicato is when we play the contemporary music. Um, For pianists, I think the most effective way to remember when we need to wait for our cellist, when they have the shifts, when they have the like a movements between arco and pizzicato, is just to mark it down. Annotate on our sheet music is also a very important technique when we rehearse with others. Then how about cellists? Is there anything, though you notice that the cellist should compromise a little bit with the piano when they play together?
Yes. So one thing, this actually happens to string players a lot. So let's say if we're holding a long note with a piano, let me exaggerate. Sometimes we unconsciously increase our bow speed, and that creates an unnecessary crescendo. But we have to know that the piano, once they play on the note, on the key, they cannot do anything about it afterwards. They cannot do crescendo with it. Their sound decays naturally. So I think it's best for us to maintain a stable bow speed while we are playing the no note with them, and let the sound just decay naturally, so that we can match our sound more.
Thank you so much for your insights, Tsung-Yu. I really appreciate that. And I also very enjoy our conversation today. For the audience who is watching this video, thank you so much as well. And please subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for our next episode. For next time, we will talk about communication in piano and cello duet. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. See you next time.